you, Major Tom. So it's important that you know your higher officer. So no, let's say we have done this as friends together. We want to change something from the local level, and I think it worked to do this on a higher level. So I'm going to tell what we have tried to do and accomplished also our task. So the first thing that we want to make is a standard template for passenger cars. What is the most important thing for firefighters? I think it's simplicity. It has to be bulletproof and simple. We often say, if you, at the morning, the person that has baked your bread, maybe the same person will get you out of the car at the night. And these are the volunteers. These are the guys who are doing this. I was self for my 18 years a volunteer, and I had the chance to be a professional firefighter. But I never forget what hard struggle that the volunteers have to do. So they have to have good information because they have the same dangers. So the first step was a template for passenger cars. People from Germany and people from France have already done together a very good job. They have made a rescue sheet in Germany and have made a rescue sheet in France. The problem was they are not standardized, and it's very hard to manufacture, to build something for us if there's no standard. So we have made a standardized rescue sheet. A rescue sheet, like Major Tom already said, this is not well known here, but we want to change this. This is very, very good information. It gives us information where the batteries are, where the airbags are, where the disconnecting devices are. So all the things that we need in a very short time. And this is the thing that we have tried to do, to make it international, standardized, but also firefighter friendly. So the first step was passenger cars. As Tom said, okay, this was the first step, but there was nothing for buses, for trucks. So they have the same dangers, but why don't we have also information about it? And that was the reason why we have made the second step. So this is, I will come back, this is an example how it is, a rescue sheet for a passenger car, this for a hydrogen vehicle. The most important thing is that the colors that you see orange, you see blue. These colors are a red line in the whole of the story. You're going to see the same color is coming back in the symbols. The same color, the orange, is coming back at the cables in the vehicle. If you see an electric vehicle, you see orange cables. That has to be the same color in the rescue sheet, in the symbols. The standard is built up with 10 chapters. I have said it again, the firefighters need to have good information and simple information. This information is built up like a firefighter thinks. First he wants to know, how can I recognize it? What is it? What kind of car it is? Then he wants to know, how can I stabilize it? Then, how can I disconnect the dangerous parts of it? How can I make it safe for me? Then if it's safe for me, and it's stabilized and everything is okay, how can I get the victims out of it? Then the next step is, what kind of fluids are in it? So with all those different new things, we don't know. We know in the past diesel and gasoline and maybe a little bit LPG, but now this is not normal anymore. All the different things that are coming ahead of us. So what kind of fluids are in it? Gas, solid materials like carbon, like magnesium. This is also dangerous for us in a car fire, if there's magnesium in it. So then what are we going to do if it's going to burn? What we have to do, the manufacturer has to say to us, look, with my vehicle, if it's burned, you have to do this and this, because each vehicle can have a few things that is the same, but not all the things are the same. Then what's going to happen if we're going to put it in water? Okay, an electric vehicle that puts in salt water, we're going to have strange things, I think. So then, not only for us, the standard is made for first and second responders. First responders are you and me, all of us. The second responders are the people who comes to pick up the vehicle after us. Those people don't have also not good information. We have to help them on the information. The manufacturers have to help them. That those people also get the good information. I often say, you can say, okay, I don't gonna say nothing and say it's a very critical car. Please put it in your middle of your garage, put gasoline around, a lot of cars, and say nothing. You're gonna have a second fire, and maybe that is good for the statistics. So you can say, okay, we want to fight fires, but this is not the thing that we want to do. So it's not only our safety, it's a safety for the second responders also. Then important additional information, that's like how the car is built up, and an explanation of the symbols. The second thing, as I have said, we have cars first, then we have buses. The same structure again, but for a bus, just the same. The thing for buses, we have made an upgrade, and this has additional information. You see this here. The right, for you, the right one. There's is bullet points with the same structurized headings for quick information. Look, what I have to do, how can I recognize it? And you see in the first heading already a symbol. That means that you have an electric vehicle. If you go to a next heading, you know, how can I stabilize it? So it's all quick information for the firefighters. No, not to think too much, quick information. The next thing is, sometimes we have not enough with quick information. We want to have more information. And these are the emergency response guides. These has, again, the same chapters, but gives in-depth information, more detailed information. And before we have made our standards, we have done, let's say, a tryout. We have made an emergency response guide from a train, an airplane from a buoy, from a tram, from a truck, a car, and a bus. Just before we have started the standard, and it worked for all. So this was knowing that we can go with the 10 standards, that they are good for everything. Okay, then part 4. How can I recognize those vehicles? Okay, we have made colors. It has to be simple. Gray, the background of a symbol, it means is diesel. That can be biodiesel, that can be other kind of diesel, but it's diesel. Red is gasoline. Green is gas. White is cryogenic, like LNG. But soon we're going to have cryogenic hydrogen also. Why is it white? Because it's very cold. White, cold. Then we have blue, hydrogen. Why blue? Water, hydrogen. It's simple. You think about water. And then orange is high voltage. And I must say, first, when you have created the symbols, I don't mean nothing wrong, and I have shown them to my wife. Not to offend no one, no, but if you create something, you have to be sure it's simple. If I can explain to my wife that they understand the symbols in 10 minutes, then they are firefighter proof. So this was okay, then I can say they are good. And my wife often say what you're talking about, but she understands the symbols. But this is a good thing. How it works. The symbol, like if you see gas, it's in a little thing that you see green. Okay, from far away, as firefighter, you know it's gas. Blue, from far away, you know it's hydrogen. But the closer you get, you will see like in hydrogen, you have in the middle H2. That means hydrogen. You have above a second power source, okay? But a fuel cell vehicle, a hydrogen vehicle, is a fully electric vehicle with hydrogen on it. The existing symbols at United Nations level are not good. They are just telling us there's hydrogen in it. There's no high voltage in it. The symbol also, you see a little cloud with an arrow up, that means lighter than air. Okay, if you come, okay, it will go up. We know it's not going to go in lower places. And the other symbol on the right, you see it's two arrows going to each other. It means it's compressed. In this case, 350 bars for buses, 700 bars for cars. Then this is the place where they can be put, but it's all in the manuals that we have made. We're gonna go quick over this. Also very important, Mark Bogdan, one of our people from the commission, he works on drones, and we have made okay to be okay for Mark. We have said we have to create something also from out of the sky. So the symbols are going to be put on top of a bus, on top of a truck, but also that you can recognize them with the drone. Very good for incident command. Then we're working on an upgrade together with the colleagues from Euro NCAP and Lieutenant Colonel Michel Gentilio. This is an upgrade of part 1, but I'm not going to tell very much about this. Our colleagues are going to give in-depth information about this. But this, you can see, this is a joint venture between our ISO project and the project of Euro NCAP. You cannot imagine what we can accomplish together. This is marvelous. Standardization of installation, we want to go further. These are the next steps. We often say, Tom and me, why wouldn't it be simple if you have one key, does it all? A firefighter key, that you can shut down the electric power, that you can shut down the gas, that you can open things. These are the things that we, for the moment, try to accomplish with the manufacturers. Please make a key, all-in-one key for the firefighters. This can disconnect the high voltage. This can shut off the gas. This can even, if you have an electric seat and your battery is damaged, you cannot move the seat anymore because it's electric. Maybe we can use a symbol